Alright, hi guys. I know it's been a few days since I posted anything that had any kind of content to it, so today's gonna be my day. I had a pretty good day today. I've had a pretty good week so far, a really great week actually. Today I keep wanting to tell people, or they want to ask me how long I've been in recovery, and I can't say the date like exactly, so I have to go figure it up every time. So I found these little calendars on the internet last year, and I saved them. They're really cute. See, like I just downloaded them and printed them out every year. So what I done was I went ahead and wrote from, because it started from January 2021 to the end of 2021. So I wrote on the 2 days extra, which was here and here, and I just counted them all up, wrote on every day. So I'm going to put this in the front of my sober binder so I know exactly what day it is, the day that I've been clean. So today is going to be 88 days that I've been sober off of meth. Yay! I'm so proud of myself, guys. Like, it's unbelievable the difference that it's made in my life and my self-esteem and all of that. I talked to a few people today that I was really close friends with and really close with anyway, in the past. They're still in full addiction. One of them is part of the way coming out of addiction, and I wanted to share this kind of for him. I hope he watches it today or tomorrow or whenever and get some knowledge off of this. So I found an article off the internet that I want to read, and it's about how negative thought patterns can sabotage sobriety. Negative thought patterns, negativity, and sobriety does not go together at all. You can actually convince yourself that you can never be sober, that you can do it. Like, you can do that. Your mind has that much power to sabotage yourself, and you can get sober. You can do it. Yes, it's hard work. Yes, it's tough, but the outcome of it is so worth it to go through the hardness of it. Does that make any sense? Okay, so I'm going to read some of this article to you guys. Alright, so it says, one of the primary goals of recovery is to obtain and maintain sobriety. People who have never entered recovery often assume a relapse starts when the drug of choice enters a person's body after a period of abstinence. However, relapse can actually begin days or even weeks before a person breaks their abstinence from alcohol or other substances. The time before a person starts to use again is often marked by negative thought processes, which further increase their odds of returning to substance abuse. According to Stephen M. Mellis in his article for the Yale Journal of Biology and Medicine, Relapse Prevention and the 5 Rules of Recovery, the negative thinking that underlies addiction is usually all or nothing thinking, disqualifying the positives, catastrophizing, and negatively self-labeling. These thoughts can lead to anxiety, resentment, stress, and depression, all of which can lead to relapse. That is so true. It's very, very true. I went through a lot of this myself, a lot of it, until I finally made the decision. Okay, common negative thoughts. Mellis shared a list of negative thoughts which frequently sabotage sobriety. My problem is because of other people. I don't think I can handle life without using. Maybe I can just use occasionally. Life won't be fun without using. I won't be fun without using. I'm worried I will turn into something I don't like. I can make all the necessary changes. I don't want to abandon my family. Recovery is too much work. My cravings will be overwhelming. I won't be able to resist them. If I stop, I'll only start up again. I have never finished anything. No one has to know if I relapse. I'm worried I have been so damaged by my addiction that I won't be able to recover. Now, I'm going to add one myself to this list that I have experience with. It's thinking, I've used for so long, nobody will believe I have quit, so I might as well keep using. And that is a big one for a lot of people that I know, that they don't want to prove people wrong that they're gonna change. They want to prove people right, that that's what they are. When people are saying, oh, you're never gonna be anything, you're gonna be an addict for the rest of your life, people try to prove that right instead of proving them wrong. I don't know what has come over the world today that makes people want to prove people right about this. No. You're supposed to prove them wrong, okay? So, stages of relapse. Mellis also identified 3 stages of relapse in his article. Emotional. Individuals are not thinking about using, but their emotions and behaviors are setting them up for relapse. Mental. After prolonged poor self-care, the person is starting to think more and more about using and how to justify it if they do use. Physical. The person uses alcohol or another drug. Emotional relapse. During emotional relapse, people may bottle up their emotions, isolate themselves from others, focus on another's issues, and have poor self-care. A simple reminder of poor self-care is the acronym HALT. Hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. A person who is ignoring their own basic needs and feelings is setting themselves up to make poor choices that could lead to returning to their drug of choice. HALT. We use that. I learned that in my substance abuse groups that I do 3 times a day. That is a big part of it. Hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. In recovery, you have got to make sure that those are not, you fight against those. You do whatever you have to do. You make sure you eat. You don't get angry if you can help it. You're not lonely is a big thing to falling back into addiction and relapse. Lonely. But you have to keep in your mind that being lonely, you can't allow bad and negative people back into your life just for being lonely. It's a struggle, it's hard, but you can do it. We all can do it if we put our minds to it. We can do whatever we put our minds to, y'all. We can if we really, really want it. And then tired. You can't overexert yourself. You have to rest. You have to. Okay, so mental relapse. When individuals exhibit poor self-care and live in emotional relapse long enough, they begin to feel restless, irritable, and discontented. They start to think about using just to escape. It is still easier to reverse a relapse at this point than after a person actually partakes of their drug choice. If a person stays in this stage for too long without healthy coping skills to get themselves out of it, then they are far more likely to move into physical relapse stage. Oh, hey, his pizza's in the kitchen. Okay?
He wants to stay while we go drop this horse off.
That's fine. As a result, it can be especially... Sorry, guys, got my little cousins here staying with my other ones. Okay, sorry. As a result, it can be especially helpful for a person in this stage to talk to their sponsor and attend recovery meetings, therapy, and other substance abuse counseling. Guys, you have to learn coping skills. This is so dangerous. I'm just going to go through this article, read it, and then probably in different videos, I'm going to come back on this and I'm going to touch on these points, all right? So, let's see. Physical relapse. This is when a person actually returns to using the substance they have been trying to avoid. Because people in addiction are not generally able to stop after a single indulgence, it is more difficult to regain sobriety after this point. According to Mellis, this return to using also leads to a return to obsessive, uncontrolled thoughts of using, a pattern which is difficult to break and makes it harder to re-enter recovery. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, I'm going to link this website down underneath the video, or above the video, and, up top, so you can go back to it if you want to and read it yourself, if you want to read over it. There may be more information on this website that you would like to look at and to read, and so I'll link it back for you guys. Breaking the cycle of negative thoughts. Cognitive therapy and mind-body relaxation help break old habits and retain the brain to create new, healthier ways of thinking, according to Mellis. These strategies can help individuals to address their relapse during the stages when it is easiest to reverse and before they use. One of the ways therapy helps people to get out of negative thought patterns is to challenge the reality behind their negative thoughts and help them to recognize that barriers they are facing may not be as insurmountable as they might have imagined. PsychPoint.com has to Challenge Automatic Negative Thoughts worksheet, which people can complete on their own when they feel that they are allowing negative emotions to get the better of them. That's awesome. That's really cool. In her article for Social Work Today, Mindfulness-Based Relapse Prevention, Paying Attention to Recovery, Kate Jackson promotes mindfulness as a key strategy people in recovery can use to prevent relapse. Her article outlines how mindfulness has been combined with 12-step programs and various therapeutic interventions to support substance abuse recovery. Prevention.com also outlines steps for combating specific negative thought patterns in their article, How to Quit Your Negative Thinking for Good. Focus on, these are bullet points after this. Okay, so focus on resiliency by reminding oneself that whatever happens, it will be possible to cope. Meditate. There are many free videos online if you need help getting started. I love meditation. Meditation works so great, guys. It really, really does. When a situation isn't ideal, make a list of things that are still good about it. Remember that an occasional mistake is not a pattern of failure. Remember that much can be learned from things not working out as planned if faced with an open mind. That's awesome. And then it goes on to say, Safe Harbor Recovery Center has professionals on staff who can help you or your loved ones battle the negative thoughts that are hindering long-term recovery from substance abuse. I just kind of stole their wording off of here for you guys so I could read it to you guys, because the negative thoughts are so hard, especially if you're depressed already. Like if you're a depressive person and you've been using for years, your brain is so out of whack. And say if you're manic depressive and you've been using and you're trying to get clean and to recover, it's going to be very, very hard. But you can do it. There are resources. You have to be resourceful. You have to take steps and take actions to help you and to do things for you. Guys, I just want to say thank y'all for listening to me. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below in the comment section. I'll be thrilled to answer anything. And I hope you guys have a great day.